in all I'm left with is all breeze.
Hello and welcome to the cigar area. I'm Mike Simmons, and tonight I'm going to be smoking the El Oso from Warped Cigars. El Oso, the bear. These cigars are very unique. They are rolled in the Titan de Bronze factory in Miami. So it's a USA made cigar. I've been doing some reviews of cigars that are rolled private label in cigar shops in Tampa, but this is a cigar factory in Miami making these cigars. These are limited to a production of 150 cigars a day, and they are rolled by one person who is a certified Bellicoso roller from Cuba. Unique as that is, it's also quite a unique blend. It has a Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper, very dark, almost black, chocolatey, has some visible veins and seams, but it's very tight, very firmly rolled. Don't feel a soft spot in here anywhere. The binder is Ecuadorian, and it has a Dominican and Nicaraguan blend of long fillers. This is entubado rolled cigars. All the El Osos are. The other two sizes, this is the Papa, and the other two sizes are round caps with triple cap. Old Cuban style rolling. So without further ado, enough talk. Let me get this bear lit up. Wow. Cold draw tastes like milk chocolate. Pretty wild. That just smells sweet and delicious too. I think it's pretty interesting that only one person rolls this entire line of this size of the cigar. Pretty incredible, actually. Right off the bat, first puff, I taste coffee. I taste chocolate. I taste light spice. Very distinctive flavors for the first couple puffs. So I'm going to work my way into the El Oso Papa. This is a 6x48 Vitola, by the way. And we'll see how the first third progresses, see what develops. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, welcome back to the cigar area with the Warped El Oso Papa. Into the first third here. I lost a little bit of ash, bumped it by accident earlier, but it's developed another good 3/4 of an inch. Really nice white ash. Little slight curve in the burn, but nothing to be alarmed about. This is a flavorful cigar. It started off with that coffee, chocolatey cocoa flavor. There's some leather in there. And there's a sweetness that chocolatey cocoa is not there anymore, but there's still a sweetness to it. It's almost like a raw sugar, not as sweet as brown sugar, but a sweetness, almost like honey or raw sugar. That's all I can think of. It's very light, but it's there. It's noticeable. And there's some nice light white pepper spice on the finish. Comes through a lot more strongly on the retrohale. Produces a nice amount of smoke. It's got an easy draw. So far so good. Nothing bad to say. It's very tasty. So I'm going to continue on into the second portion of the cigar. See if anything changes. I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back with the warped El Oso Papa Bear. I just lost about an inch of ash right before I turned the camera on. But you can see the burn went a little curvy there. I'm actually going to touch it up because it doesn't seem to be correcting itself. Haven't had to do this in a while. The reviews I've been doing lately, been very fortunate to have really clean burning cigars. And I hate like hell having to touch up a warped, especially the El Oso. This was the first, doing a little research in between here, and I found out when Kyle Gellis started warped, he was pretty much just making accessories for cigars, and then they started to make some cigars, and that for some reason didn't work out at first, but then he invested a little more time and money into it, and this was actually the first line, the El Oso, that they produced out of what they're making now. And also an interesting fact about one of the rollers, I don't have it up anymore, but her name, I think her name was Maria something. She was trained by Fidel Castro's personal cigar roller. So one of the rollers who makes these, I don't know if it didn't say specifically, because there's only one person who rolls the Papa, but one of the El Oso rollers was trained by Fidel Castro's personal cigar roller in Cuba. That was pretty interesting. I guess I should talk about the flavor. The flavor profile's changed a bit again. It's very rich. It's a medium bodied cigar. The leather is mellowed a bit, and there's a bit of a cedar flavor. It's not a sharp cedar. It's very mild. Still has that honey, sugary sweetness, and still a light bit of spice. The spice kind of comes and goes on the finish. You know, I'll take a few puffs, won't taste any spice, and I'll take a few more puffs, and then there'll be spice again. But still a hint of leather in there. There's a hint of cedar. There's a hint of a honey, sugary sweetness. I mean, it's changed a lot since the beginning. I mean, at the beginning it was coffee and cocoa. Actually, a little, almost like a licorice anise flavor at the beginning. But that kind of disappeared right away. And the cocoa tapered off, replaced by the sweetness, the honey sweetness. The Good flavors. Yeah, I think correcting that burn was a good idea. Yeah, right there, another kind of a change, more of a that cocoa flavor. His back. It's wild. It just changes. You take a couple puffs and you get one thing. You take a couple more puffs, you get another thing. It's the kind of complexity I like. I like a lot of different flavors in a cigar. I've done a lot of reviews lately where they're mostly one-dimensional or two-dimensional. You know, it's either leather and spice, or coffee and spice, or earth and spice. This one's giving me quite a selection of different tastes in here. Definitely a little cocoa back in there. Anyhow, I'm going to work my way into the final third, see if I get any more changes. I'll be back. Okay, welcome back to the cigar area with the warped El Oso Papa 6x48 Belicoso. Okay, and the third flavors. Okay, I still get leather. I'm still getting chocolate. I'm still getting a nice white pepper spice on the finish. So we've had a plethora of flavors here. We've had coffee, leather, spice, chocolate, honey, cedar, wild. The burn, since I touched it up, stayed pretty good. The ash holds on for about an inch or so at a time. I'm going to take the band off now. I'm going to attempt to take the band off. Yes. Tiny little band, but powerful. Don't take it for granted. It's a bear. Really, it is. Okay. I'm a little prejudiced here. I love warped cigars. In fact, I haven't had one that I haven't liked. And I love these. And you know, I rate rather highly. And even though I had to touch this up, I'm still going to give it a 10 out of 10. Because frankly, I've smoked several of these already. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, warped cigar. I have not tried the other sizes in the El Oso, but the Papa, it's a damn fine cigar. Tons of flavor, good burn. This is the first one I've had to touch up, so I'm just going to write that off. because it really, after I touched it up, it did go right back to burning nearly perfectly. I've been smoking this for, gosh, going on an hour and 45 minutes. For a 6-inch cigar, that's a pretty good smoke. All in all, can't beat the flavors. It's a good value. Honestly, I cannot remember how much I paid for these. I usually buy them like 2 or 3 at a time. They are, I don't know, it's like maybe 8, 9, 10 bucks, I don't know. But you really want to sit down for an evening and enjoy a nice cigar, this is a good choice. So I'm going to leave it at that. Warped El Oso, 10 out of 10. Delicious cigar. I'm Mike Simmons. This is the Cigar Area. I thank you so much for tuning in. Please check out my website. Enter the contest at thecigararea.com. Check out my other videos on YouTube. All the videos are on the website. I'm going to keep smoking this as far down as I can get it. So until next time, happy smoking.
Darker fish cleave, creamy seas, and all I'm left with is a breeze. Doesn't even reach my knees, there's too much in this